guys, what's up? Welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my current beauty favorites as well as a couple of products that did not work for me. So all of these products are products that I have been using religiously last month during the month of October. And I know I'm kind of late with uploading my October beauty favorites, but it's better late than never, right? So yeah, I have quite a few products that I have been loving and using non-stop, as well as a couple of products that did not work for me. So if you guys are interested in seeing all of my current beauty favorites and hate it, then let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start out with a couple of products that did not work for me last month. And the first one I have is a setting powder, and this is by the brand DermaBlend. So this is the Illuminating Banana Powder, and this is the product that I had in my everyday makeup stash for last month. I have quite a few products in today's video that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys and giving you guys my final opinion on those products, because some of those products were new products. And this is one of the products that was new to me. So this is the Illuminating Banana Powder, and the thing that I did not like about this powder is it was super duper ashy on my skin, and it left a huge flashback. I did wear this one time to work, and never again will I ever do that, because my face looks super ashy under my eyes, and it just looks really like too bright for me. And I think it kind of went over my head that this is an illuminating banana powder, so this is going to kind of give you a glow on the face. I think that word just kind of went over my head. I thought this was just a regular setting powder, but it did look kind of glowy. You know what? It actually reminds me of the Hourglass Veil setting powder. Well, what was it? The Hourglass Veil finishing powder. This really reminded me of that. It did kind of give me that grayish, whitish, like it looks really ashy on my skin, which is why I did not like it. So, and even though I wore it one time to work, I did try to, try it out some more. And that is when I was doing my videos, like before I turn the camera on, I'll do my makeup. And those times that I did my makeup with this powder, I did not like it. I ended up taking the makeup off and doing it over, which was a huge waste. So yeah, definitely did not enjoy this powder. And I know they have other ones in this setting powder, but this in particular is the one that I did not like. So again, this is the DermaBlend Illuminating Banana Powder. So this past month, I was going through quite a few eyeshadow palettes, and I had a lot of them in my everyday makeup stash for the month of October. And out of all of those palettes, one of them did not really work for me, and that is this one by NYX. This is the Ignite palette. They did just come out with three new palettes. I did get 2 out of the 3. But this is the one I did not really like. This one has more of your berry, kind of like a cool tone / warm palette. But the only shade in here I think that works really well is this matte burgundy shade. I don't know, I just didn't feel as inspired. Some of the shades worked well, some of them did not. The shades that I was really excited about in this palette is this army green right here. And when I tell you, this did not work good on the eyes. I did try this out a couple of times before I started filming a video, and I did not like how it blended. Like, it didn't really blend good. So this peachy shade right here at the corner, this one worked good, but out of all of the shades that I've tried out in this palette, this one right here is the only one that blended out the best, and it looked the best on the eyes. But this green, like I said, was the only one in the palette that I was actually really excited to use, and it just didn't really work for me. Even the metallic is really nice. This rose gold metallic right here, it's really pretty and pigmented, but I just didn't really have a good experience with some of the mattes in here, and the shades in here are not really up my alley. I don't know, I just don't feel too inspired with this palette, so it didn't really catch my attention when I started using it. But really, those were the only 2 products that I used this past month that did not work for me, that I didn't really care for. So now let's go ahead and jump into my favorites. And we're gonna start out with some skincare products like I always do. And the one that I wanna talk about is this cleanser by Glow Recipe. So this is a cleanser that I shared. I think I shared this in my everyday makeup stash last month, and I told you guys that I was going to be using it all month long and letting you guys know my thoughts in today's video. And when I say this is probably one of my favorite, like, I don't know, I guess this is high-end / not so high-end. I mean, you can get this out of Sephora. It's not like an affordable like $5-10 cleanser, but I would say this is probably one of my favorite ones out of Sephora. That is the most gentle on my skin, and it does not burn my eyes, which I was so excited about. I love when I use a cleanser that does not burn my eyes, and this did not. And the scent is really, really nice. It smells just like blueberries. If you don't like the scent of blueberries, you may not like this, but this smells like a blueberry muffin. It smells so good, and it's so gentle. I mean, it does say it's a gentle cleanser. Obviously, it's a gentle cleanser, but it smells really nice and it's super gentle on my skin. And what I've been doing with this cleanser is using it before wetting my face. Sometimes I'll wet my face and then clean my face with this, but sometimes I'll just pump it out on my hand and then rub it all over the face. So that way it can kind of melt away the makeup before I actually go into cleaning my face. I don't know if you're really supposed to do that with this, but that's what I usually do with most cleansers. Like if I don't want to wet my face first and then, you know, go in and cleanse the face so that way it can kind of foam up. Sometimes I'll just go ahead and pump the cleanser out on my hand and just put it all over the face and just to kind of melt away the makeup first. And then I'll go into cleaning my face with the water. So I'll make sure that I'll get a good lather on the skin. That way everything can just be clean and fresh. But I have been using this before applying any water, so just dry pretty much. And it just does a really, really good job with melting away all that makeup before you go into cleaning your face. And you guys see, I have gone through it like crazy. This was full when I showed you guys last month in my everyday makeup stash, and this is almost empty. So I've obviously been loving this. So I want to talk about the Olay Mist. This is the Ultimate Hydration Essence, and I have the Energizing one. They have two of them, but I got the one that says Energizing at the bottom, and this has vitamin C and bergamot in it. Y'all, when I say this is going to be the best, like, refreshing mist before you do your makeup and after you do your makeup. And I only use this before my makeup. I don't really use it after because I feel like this really, like, it's so much better to use to me before I do my makeup because it makes my makeup blend out so much better. And at the same time, it makes my skin feel hydrating and just refreshed and just, it just makes the skin feel so good, and it smells so freaking good. And I didn't hear about this stuff until Jackie Aina mentioned it on her Instagram stories. So I saw it in Target and I snatched it off the shelf because I was like, let me try this. If she like it, I love it. So I went ahead and grabbed it. I do want to try the other one out. I forgot which one it was, but this one is the Energizing one. So I'll just go ahead and read the back. It claims to leave your skin feeling revitalized, refreshed, and energized, which it does. It says it absorbs quickly and refreshes the makeup. So if you do want to spray this on top of your makeup, it is going to absorb really quickly. So it's not going to leave your face looking really greasy or shiny. It does absorbs in the skin really, really fast. So, you know, if you do want to wear this on top of your makeup, this will be really good to do. I just prefer to wear it before I do my makeup. And then it also says leave skin looking bright. So I haven't really used this without makeup. I only use this when I'm doing my makeup. So I do want to try to use this, you know, when I'm doing my skincare routine after I take off all my makeup. So just spray the face and then go on top of that with the moisturizer. I don't know. But yeah, I've been loving this, and the spray, like the mist, is so fine and it just comes out perfect. Like it is, oh, y'all, when I say this is probably the most refreshing, hydrating mist that I have ever tried from the drugstore. I don't want to say all together because I do have some high-end products that are just as good as this, if not better. But from the drugstore, this is a good mist to use. So definitely try this out. You can get this from Target, I believe Walmart, but I got this one from Target, so definitely try this out. So when it comes down to moisturizers and primers, last month I stuck to one product, and that is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is kind of like a primer and moisturizer in one, and I put this in my everyday makeup stash because I wanted to use it some more, and I just purchased it. And I have been using this religiously for the past month, and the reason why is because I like using this product when it gets a little bit cold outside because this is a thick moisturizer, so the consistency is pretty thick, but it doesn't feel like too heavy on the skin, which is another thing that I like about it, because even though it does feel thick, it's not too heavy on the skin. So it's a really, really good moisturizer to use if you have super duper dry skin. I don't have dry skin. I have combination oily skin, so I have an oily T-zone and the rest of my skin is pretty normal. But this is going to moisturize the skin as well as prime it before your makeup. So if you don't want to use a primer on top of a moisturizer, definitely try this out because it's kind of like a 2-in-1. It does smooth out your skin too. So here it is once I blended it out, kind of gives you that nice dewy look, but it's not too dewy on the skin. And another thing that I like about this product is it soaks in really fast. So it's not just gonna sit on the skin to where it looks like too, you know, shiny before you put your makeup on. It actually soaks in the skin, and when it soaks in, it just gives you that nice natural radiant finish. It's really nice to use under your makeup as well as alone. So if you don't want to wear makeup that day, this will be really good to use, especially since it is getting a little bit colder outside. You're going to get that extra, you know, hydration, extra moisture. This is really nice to use. So last month I wasn't really going through new foundations, and the foundations that I was using was from my everyday makeup stash, and one of them was the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. But I want to talk about the Colourpop foundation stick. And I know this is really new. I know they just came out with it, but I think I purchased this the last week of October, I believe. I think it was the last week. I want to say it was the last week of October, I believe. But ever since it came in the mail, I have been using it non-stop, like non-stop. It's actually what I have on my face today. I have not put this foundation stick down. I honestly feel like this is the best foundation stick that I have ever tried that is affordable. This is only $10. I did a full review on this if you guys want to see it. If you missed it, I will have that video down below. But the reason why I like it is because of the finish. Oh my gosh. You guys can see, like, my face looks flawless. It is so beautiful on the skin, and it looks so good for a full 8 hours, which y'all know, if you are familiar with my channel, if you watch my channel, you guys know I do work outside of YouTube, and the main thing that I look for in a foundation is the longevity. Like, if it's gonna look good all day long on my skin for a full 8 hours, I love it. But it still looked really good by the end of the day. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have already seen that video, but like I said, if you have not seen the video, I will have it linked down below. But by far, this is the best affordable foundation stick that I have tried. And I honestly feel like this is so much better than their liquid foundation. Like, after trying this, I just want to throw away the liquid foundation by Colourpop, because this, hands down, is so good on the skin. It just looks so nice, airbrushed, and the finish of it is beautiful. So I've been using this religiously nonstop every single day. When I go to work, I'm using this. I cannot put it down, and I will be repurchasing another one. I am in the shade 185 for those of you who are wondering, but y'all, when I say they did a good job with this foundation stick, and y'all know I am a huge foundation stick junkie anyway. When it comes to foundations, I pretty much prefer a foundation stick over a liquid foundation, simply because, I don't know, I just feel like it's just so much easier for me to use a foundation stick than a liquid foundation, and it's so quick and easy, and you just wipe it on your face, blend it out, and you're good to go. So this is bomb, and I will be, like I said, repurchasing another one because it is bomb. So a highlighter that I have not put down, that I have used in every single one of my videos, well, that I have on in every single one of my videos, which is also what I have on today, is this one by NYX Cosmetics, and this is their new highlighting duo. This is in the shade Grind, so you have 2 different shades in here. I have gone through this like crazy. And now that I'm talking about this, I feel like this was in my favorites video for last month, I believe. I think it was. That just goes to show how much I have been obsessing over this highlighter, you guys. I have not used any other highlighter this past month besides this one. Every single video that you guys see, this is on the face. Like, I am obsessed with this, like the glow. Look at that, like look how nice and subtle the glow is. It's so pretty, and I am obsessed with just mixing them both together or just using them alone. The gold in here is like no other. The bronzy, goldy, coppery shade is also really pretty, but this gold, y'all, when I say, they're just so pretty. Like, they're so pretty. Look at that. Look at the glow. Like, you actually get more glow from the gold than you do the bronze orange shade, but when you mix them together, they are like perfection. Y'all, when I tell you, I am so glad that I do everyday makeup stashes on my channel, because I find products that I've had for a while and I find like a new obsession over the product, and that is actually a blush. So this is the City Color Be Matte Blush. This is the one that I threw in my everyday makeup stash for last month, and I told you guys that I was going to be using it all month long, and I have fallen back in love with this blush, you guys. It is so pretty. I have it on today, but I actually have it mixed in with another blush, which I will show you guys in a minute. But this is so pretty on the skin. If you want that perfect rosy matte blush, this is it. I feel like this blush will go on so many different skin tones. Like, it is gorgeous, so pretty. Let me show you guys a good swatch. It's kind of hard to swatch blushes, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right there. But look how pretty that is. It's the perfect rosy matte blush. I'll do a little bit more because you guys have been getting on to me about my swatches lately. So I'm just gonna try to make it a little bit bigger, a little bit deeper so you guys can see it better. But there it is right there. Look how pretty that is. It is so pretty, so affordable. I wanna say these are under $5. Honestly, I forgot the price, but City Color products are really affordable. But yeah, this is in the shade Hibiscus. I think I forgot to tell you guys the shade, but yeah, it's in the shade Hibiscus, and I have fallen back in love with this blush. This is one of the first blushes that I featured on my channel in the past. So y'all, if you have been rocking with me since day one, then y'all already know my obsession for this blush, and I wanted to bring it back because, like I said, I haven't used it in a while, and that is one of the main reasons why I do everyday makeup stash videos on my channel, is for me to go into my makeup stash or my makeup collection and use products that I haven't used in a while, also new products as well. But this has been my everyday blush this past month. It's so pretty. It is a matte finish, and it's just that perfect everyday shade that's gonna go with pretty much every skin tone, you guys. And the other blush that I've been using is this one by KKW Beauty. This is called Karma, and when I tell you, honestly, I did not know I would love anything from KKW Beauty until like about a month ago, because that's when I purchased my first palette from her brand, which was the Classic palette, and I think that was about a month or 2 months ago. And ever since then, I have been obsessed with this thing is hard to open, but anyway, ever since then, I have been obsessed with her products, like her eyeshadows, and the blush is beautiful. Like, this is the perfect rosy mauve blush for deeper skin tones. It is so pretty. It has a little bit of a silver / rose gold sheen to it, but when you apply it on your face, you cannot see it at all. But this is the one that I've also been wearing with the one by City Color. This is more of a deeper plum shade. This is so hard to open. I don't know why I closed it. I'm just trying to do swatches for my people because they want to see swatches. All right, so there it is right there. It's more pink and rosy than the one by City Color, so it's a little bit deeper. There's a close-up so you guys can see it better. But these two mixed together are gorgeous. It's actually what I have on my face right now. I have both of them mixed together. It just gives me that perfect flush of color on the cheeks. I love it so much. But those are the only two blushes that I have been using non-stop this past month. All right, so let's talk about some eyeshadow palettes. And I know I featured quite a few palettes last month in my everyday makeup stash, and some of those palettes were brand new palettes. And I told you guys that I was gonna follow up with you guys on those to let you guys know my thoughts on them in today's video. So I already let you guys know my thoughts on one of the palette, which was the one by NYX. It was the Ignite palette, which is the one that I did not really care for. So let's talk about two more that I was trying out this past month that I have been obsessing over. And one of them is another one by NYX. This is the Grind palette. When I tell you, this is the best, one of the best NYX palettes that I've tried. I don't want to say the best all around because I do have quite a few palettes from NYX that are my favorites. But this one, they did so good with this palette, you guys. Let me show you what it looks like inside. This is the one that I used in a recent video. I used a yellow shade on the inner corner of the tear ducts. But when I tell you, these shades are so easy to blend, so easy to use. Like, the shades in here are so freaking beautiful. Like, I have been using this non-stop, especially this shade right here in this bronzy color. I've used these shades for work And I know it's a lot to use like a shade like this to work, but I use a very small amount because I don't want my eyes to look like it's not appropriate for the workplace. But I wanted to use this bronzy color because I wanted to, you know, see how it wears, see how it blends, and just kind of test it out and let you guys know my thoughts on it. And let me just say, this compared to the Ignite palette is the best one. Like this one, if you guys want to try out any of these new NYX palettes, definitely try out the Grind because you will not be disappointed. You have warm shades in here, you have everyday shades, you have shades in here where you can create an everyday look, you have shades in here where you can create a dramatic smoky look or like a nighttime look or even a daytime look. You have those in here, and the transition shades are really nice. I use this burgundy shade as a transition shade because it looks really good as a transition on me. You do have this nice kind of like a what do you call this color, like a khaki yellow, mustardy yellow looking, but it's more like a nude color. This will be a really good transition color as well. Ooh, honestly, I didn't try that out as a transition color. That's pretty. It's not too dark, it's not too bright. It's actually probably a good color to use all over the lid if you don't want to wear any, you know, colorful shadows. But when I tell you, go to Ulta because these are currently, I think these are still half off, because when I first purchased these, they were full price. I think they were like $25, $24, $25. But a few of you actually brought it to my attention that these are half off right now at Ulta. I don't know if that's still going on by the time this video goes up. But if you have been on the fence with any of the new palettes by NYX Cosmetics, definitely try out this one by the Grind one, because this one is bomb. Another palette that I wanted to try out this past month is actually the one that is on my eyes right now. It is the Nelf. What am I saying? Nelf. I guess I'm saying NYX and e.l.f. mixed together. But this is the e.l.f. Opposite Attracts eyeshadow palette, and I have two shades. Do I have? Yeah, two shades on my eyes today. So I have this green, which is beautiful. Like, this blends out so good. It is so pigmented, so a little bit of this green is gonna go a very, very long way. But I have this on the outside of the lid, and I also have this brown shade right here. A very, very, very small amount of that on in the crease area, which you can barely see it, which is what I wanted it to look like. So you won't see too much of the brown, just more of the green. And then the shade that I have right here on the inner corner of my eye is actually a shade from my KKW Classic palette. So I just use this nude color right here, right there. But besides that, I have really been loving this palette by e.l.f. I love the shades in here. They did a good job with this, you guys. You have a lot of shades in here where you can create so many different looks, and they're easy to blend out. At first I was like, okay, are these shades gonna be easy to blend? You know, like the yellow, the green, the purple, but they are so easy to work with. They're not patchy on the eyes. They look really, really nice and pigmented, and they just look really good. But let me say, the metallics in here are not as metallic-y, if that's not even a word, but they're not as bright and bold as I thought they would be. So you are gonna have to build those up or put on some primer under them just so that they can show up more vibrant on the eyes. But the mattes in here are phenomenal, you guys. They're so good. Definitely try this palette out. It's super affordable, and I feel like they did a really good job with this palette. Another palette that I wanted to try out this past month is actually a new palette from KKW Beauty. It is their Cherry Blossom, and y'all already know, I've actually used this in a recent video, but y'all, I think y'all already know my thoughts on this palette because I have used it and talked about it a lot. Even the Classic palette, but this is bomb. Like, their shadows from KKW Beauty are so good, and the mattes in here are so like buttery and smooth, and they just blend out like butter on the eyes, you guys. So I cannot put this palette down, as well as the Classic palette. Like, these two palettes are my favorite, like probably my two favorite palettes for the year of 2018, and I cannot put these down. Like, they are the best everyday eyeshadow palettes. Like, if you don't know what look to go for, if you want to go for a really soft natural look, these are some good shadows to use, you guys. Like, the mattes in here, they did so good on the mattes. I cannot stress enough how much I love these palettes. But this one which is the Cherry Blossom, I wanted to use it this past month because I had just purchased it. So I wanted to kind of get my thoughts on it and see if I like it, as much as I do the Classic palette. And these two, I like them just the same. Like the Classic palette is the perfect one to use if you're wanting a everyday soft, you know, not too much going on look. And then the Cherry Blossom is the one that you can use if you still want to go for a nice everyday soft look, but at the same time you want more of a berry color on the eyes. This is gorgeous. It is so pretty. It is gorgeous. So definitely been loving this palette. So last month I purchased these eyeliners from Essence, and y'all already know, well, not all of you, because a lot of you are just coming to my channel, but most of you already know that I am a huge fan of Essence. Like, I love how affordable they are, and they also are, they're good. Like, especially their mascaras, their liquid eyeliners, they are so, so good. So I went ahead and purchased these eyeliner pencils. These do twist up, so these are like gel eyeliners, and I don't think I've ever tried any of their gel liners before. I've tried their pencils, like their gel eyeliner pencils, but I don't think I've tried these out before. So these are they're called their Long Lasting Eye Pencil, and I got the shade Brown, Hot Chocolate, which is a dark chocolate shade, and I also got Black Fever. So I'll do a close-up so you guys can see them better. But this is what they look like. And like I said, they do twist up, so you don't have to sharpen these. And let me just say, I don't think I am going to purchase any more drugstore eyeliners, like gel eyeliners, besides these. These, I think, were like $1.20, $1 or $2. And they are just as good as the L'Oreal Silcoseam. You guys know, well, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have tried that eyeliner from L'Oreal. It's the Silcoseam, which is very, very creamy and smooth. These are just as good as that. And they're better because they twist up. You don't have to sharpen them. And they're so much more cheaper. So I will be purchasing these over and over and over again. So every time I run out of these, I'm gonna purchase them over and over and over because they're super, super cheap, but they glide on like butter, and they look just as good as the L'Oreal, the L'Oreal Silcoseam. Also the L'Oreal Infallible Pro, what is it? I have it right here. Here it is. So this, okay, of course, it's not even on here. But the L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Gel eye pencils, these glide on like butter. Like, these are so easy to apply on the waterline. They're so smooth, so creamy. But I believe these are like almost, I think these are like, I forgot how much they are, but they're definitely not $2 or $3 like these ones by Essence. But I don't think I'm gonna purchase any more of these because I finally found a super duper affordable gel liner that I don't have to sharpen, and these are just as good. I like to use the dark brown on my waterline because I feel like it doesn't look as harsh as a black eyeliner on the waterline. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them so you guys can see them. But these are so creamy and just smooth and just, they're so good. So good. I think I wanna go to Ulta like after I film because I wanna get some more. But they're so freaking good. Look at those. They're so good. So I honestly have found, I found some gems. All right, so these last products I want to talk about are lip products, and these have been my go-to everyday lip combos, lipsticks, lip glosses, like my everyday lip colors. So the first ones I want to talk about are matte lipsticks, and I haven't really gotten into matte lipsticks until recently. I don't know what it is. I guess it's because of the weather change. I don't know. I guess it's because it's the fall time and matte lips are pretty in like during the fall season. But y'all, when I say Revlon just came out with new matte lipsticks, and they did send over a PR package, and ever since then I have been wearing these two like crazy. The first one I have is in the shade Dare to Be Nude. I think, yeah, it's actually the one I have on today. So this is a super pretty everyday nude color. Like, it is so pretty with a brown lip liner, which is what I have on paired with it. But it looks pretty pink, But once you apply it on the lips, like, it is so pretty. It's so pretty. They're super comfortable. They don't feel drying on the lips. And this, the liner that I have paired with it, which I have been using pretty much with every single lip product that I've been using the past month, is this one by LA Girl. This is in the shade Espresso, and this is just that perfect brown chocolatey liner that will go with every, like, pretty much any nude lip. So this is what I have on the outside of my lip, or the outer part of my lip. So I just mixed it in with that lipstick, and it just looks perfect. It looks perfect with any nude lip, like I said. But yeah, so that one. And then another one that I have by Revlon is called Rise Up Rose. So this is more of a rosy color, more of a mauve shade. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. So pretty, so comfortable. They feel like, I don't know, they just feel so comfortable and buttery smooth on the lips, but they don't look drying, which is what I like. I know some matte lipsticks, they'll look like too drying on the lips. Even liquid lipsticks, they'll look too drying, but I have been really getting into like a matte finish that doesn't look drying, that doesn't feel drying. It just feels and looks comfortable. And another lipstick that I have been rocking a lot in my videos is this one by Mented Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Brand Nude. This is one of their new matte lipsticks, which I did a full review on all of their matte lipsticks. I did swatches, so you guys want to see that, I will have it linked down below. But this is the perfect nude color. Like, there it is right there. It is the perfect everyday nude color. It is so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. The last lip product I have is actually a lip gloss, and it is a new gloss by Becca Cosmetics. This is in the shade Molten Mauve. This is one of their new glosses that they came out with, for the holidays. You can purchase this at Ulta. I made a mistake and said that you can purchase this at Sephora when I did my Sephora recommendations video, but you can purchase this at Ulta, and this is a really pretty mauve-y color. It has like little tiny rose gold shimmer in it, which you can barely see when you apply it on the lips, but it is so pretty. It's also a really pretty top on all of the lipsticks that I just shared, and it's also gorgeous worn alone. So this is the only gloss that I have been really reaching for this past month, as well as the lipsticks that I just shared. All right, so we are finally done with my current favorites and hate-its. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there was anything that I shared in today's video that you guys have already tried out, let me know your thoughts on the products. Let me know if you like the product. Let me know if you don't like the product. You guys know I love to know your thoughts on anything that I share on my channel. And also, if I shared anything that you guys are interested in trying out, let me know. So let's go ahead and chit chat down below in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys thumbs it up. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.